Awesome. So we've got Caleb here, one of our online coaching clients. And obviously, you already know we love having you as a client. I'd love for you to start by talking a bit more about what you do and how your business model works.
Got you, Mike. Got you, guy. Well, shoot, actually, I looked into the field, and of course, growthology is all about figuring out what lane you want to be in. And so I was like, well, I don't really want to be called a mentor or a coach because I kind of felt like that's like something is wrong with that person. So I call myself a clarifier. So, in particularly, what a clarifier does is that, let's say you look at yourself life-wise, we make life complicated with what life brings us. So I help you clarify things. What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Why do you want to be that? So I just help you ask questions to yourself and you put out that light for who you want to be in all categories. Then we break it down so you can see the growth in all aspects of who you are day by day.
Definitely. So going off your business model, what problems were you facing prior to working with us in the team at Growthology Agency?
Well, the biggest problem, I didn't have nothing. I didn't have structure. I didn't have nothing at all. Like in a sense of how to go about doing marketing research, in the sense of how to go about code, outreach, how outreach, all these things, the structure of how to go about it, messaging, texting. I mean, shit.
Got you. So how have things changed since you started working with us and my team?
Well, I didn't even tell you guys that yet, but actually, like officially, I'll be real with myself. This week, I actually really started to do like hardcore organic outreach, and I actually closed my first client, big client, like 4,000.
So it's pretty.
Yeah, 4,000. Unfortunate to say, it should have been more, but I take 4,000. And the fact of the matter is, he was actually a CEO type of guy, so I actually closed a high quality type of dude from actually doing organic outreach as my primary thing. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Definitely. So how have things changed ever since you started working with us? We actually been in San Diego about 2-3 months ago. So since that first day of meeting us and then starting to work with us, how have things changed?
It's changed. I mean, literally, I went from nothing to having something. In the sense of something wise, I can talk to people every day. I actually can serve somebody and actually understand myself from having you guys at Growthology, the structure, how to go about, whatever your purpose is, or how you want to help people and do it from scratch, understanding how to talk to people, how to talk better. In every single category, for me, it was just, it's cakewalk. It's cake.
Absolutely love to hear that, man. And I know you said that you basically had nothing before working with us, right? So I'm a little curious, like, how is that like impacting your life when you didn't really have any type of business to get started with?
Well, since starting it now, I mean, I can be truthfully to say like there's no off switch now. I mean, I feel like every day I need to be doing something. And the reason why is that, even if you make six figures over like that, that's always something you could do to improve. So for me, it went from feeling like the pressure of responsibility, I then ignited it within myself to try to help as many people as possible.
Okay, for sure. And so with that 4K client, like how much are you making right now per month after working with Growthology? Because obviously before you were at 0. And then with that 4K client, would you say that's about like 6 to 7K now?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's exciting.
Okay, 100%. And what would you say are like the top 3 things that really got you to 6 to 7K working with Growthology?
I would say the biggest thing is that understanding how important organic outreach is and really mastering that specific circle and the ones you explained, that organic outreach is what really gets you the results. So you guys have the dope structure of that. Another thing wise is understanding when you talk to somebody, you still have to talk to them and close them. So having that closing skit and those closing things is vital things. So when I get on the call, I guarantee, all right, if you qualify, I got them. And another thing too is that roar that you said, roar out to make sure you scatter out all the people who ain't serious.
Exactly,
with the scheduler and stuff like that. I was like, that made perfect sense. So I don't really waste a lot of my time on all these calls anymore. When everybody I call, it's a qualified.
Oh man, love to hear that, man. So let's talk about like these specific things now. So obviously you said number 1 was like the roar, right? So how has that really like changed your business, right? Now that you don't have to hop on calls with everybody, you really only hop on calls with qualified prospects, right? So how has that like saved your time and how has that really changed your business?
But the biggest thing before is that when you get on a lot of calls, it can be exhausting and stuff like that. So whenever you have a call schedule or when you have the call schedule, that's basically somebody qualified. And between those times, I can basically stay in the creation phase. So I can always be creating something new program or something system new or trying to figure out something new. So my time is more productive now in a sense of not just getting clients, but in a sense of the growth of the business as a whole.
Okay, for sure. And I know you're trying to run ads before, but Now that you added organic outreach back into the game, right? Like how much have you added in your income once you added organic outreach back?
Yeah, that's what made it jump up to like 6.
Gotcha, my man. So that's how you land the 4K client, right? It's your organic.
Yeah, so the first month was just all ads. I'm like, man, okay, I gotta match these ads. But then it really shifted me one day. I was like, how can somebody I actually hearing that business program, how can somebody just hit somebody up or go hunting and catch somebody and just get somebody? I'm like, let me try this out. And in the first week, I was like, oh, well, I guess it works. So
The first week you did organic outreach, you made 4K. Is that right?
yes, that's
Man,
pretty
I'd love to hear that. Love to hear that. And so obviously now that you're at 6 to 7K a month, like
Mhm.
how has that like really like impacted your life? Like how is life different now that you went from basically 0 to 6 to 7K?
It really opens up your eyes on how, society, we really are just working for somebody. But when you actually take hold of who you are and what you feel and believe in yourself, especially with growthology, how it helps you ignite that belief within yourself. It just makes you feel very powerful. And also too, just like there's no limit now.
Definitely, like you always say, you want to be the king of your own kingdom, right?
For sure.
100%. So how would you rate your experience working with Renzo and I and our entire team at Growthology Agency, 1 through 10?
That's pretty hard, man. I'm gonna probably give y'all 20, man. I'm gonna probably give y'all 20,
Man.
man.
Yeah, 20 out of 10 for sure, 200% right there.
I
And
mean,
so,
y'all been completely there for me. I mean, for me, I feel connected with y'all. I mean, I can hit y'all up, or y'all hit me up, y'all connect me, y'all plug me in. So I appreciate y'all.
yeah, and obviously like you came from a referral, thanks to one of our good friends, but was there anything like really like holding you back or making you on the fence of like working with us or like really like taking our advice seriously to actually go implement? Was there really anything holding you back or any type of objection?
Well, throughout this time, it wasn't even you guys, because my other business coach, he said the same thing of organic, and you guys actually made it very clear for that. I think it was just for me not really being comfortable, or not, it's not normal for me, but also to not really having a skit or not really knowing the minimum or how to go about it. And then when I seen them work out the videos, I'm like, okay, what am I? But now I really see it and got it. Let me just really go for it, because now I feel comfortable with lazy board and everything like that. And once I started doing it, I was like, oh wow, I guess it works.
Absolutely love to hear that, man. And if you had to like pick like a like one favorite thing out of Growthology that's really like took your business to the next level, like what would you say is like your favorite part of working with Growthology?
Well, the biggest part is that how you guys got your courses or the program structured. So like, it's not like a mandatory thing. You can't go to the other things unless you completed this. It's all a free for all. So you can pick whichever one. You got the order, but it's up to you to choose that order. So I actually like that freeforness. Like, let's say if I skip up, like, cool, I'm on the close stuff. Like, cool, I got to call something. And I'm like, oh, damn, you know what? I messed up the call. I probably need to go back and do like that. Of course, it's not ideal, but some people would like that luxury. So for me, that's just the luxury of having to be able to pick throughout the program. Is dope.
Awesome. Love to hear. Now, having worked with us for a few months now, what would you say to somebody who's on the fence of whether or not to work with or invest with us?
If they're on the fence of not to work with y'all, that'll be interesting to me. I would love to meet them. First, I would love to meet them. Well, I would first tell them, like, if you really, really, really are serious about, really doing something, and I mean, I kid you not, this would have been definitely my first choice in my options if I had it to be my first choice, just to be real with y'all. And since I did it, it made it way more easier having a starting point. If this is my first starting point.
Okay, for sure.
Before doing other options, any other option, this would have been my first starting point without question if I known about you guys sooner.
Yeah,
So
100%.
if anybody's on the fence, I would ask them, are you really serious about what you want to do? If not, then hey, that's unfortunate because it's the perfect opportunity.
Exactly. And speaking of us being like your number one choice, like who would you recommend Growthology to?
But that's just crazy, man. I'm automatically loyal to people, man. When somebody put me on, I put them on. So I've been moving around the streets. I'm like, are you serious about? No, you're not. Not cool. You ain't gonna fit for them. Like, I've been about myself. But honestly, I recommend it to anybody who's actually looking to, even if you got a business, just to have some dope gems about enhancing it and how you go about running the systems, how you go about actually communicating, how you go about teaching your team. Or hey, I put all my teams on this thing, like, do a bundle package. All y'all need to do on this, just to make everything clear, understanding, fulfilling, and also to you just develop yourself as a person.
Okay, 100%, 100%. And so, Caleb, like, what's your best Instagram handle? If anybody wants to like reach out to you, ask any question about Growthology, or if anybody's really just like on the edge, just need like some type of reassurance, like, what's your best Instagram handle to reach out to?
Sure, man. Yeah, if they want to know if your guys are real or not, let me know. My IG is Kingship Mindset, KINGSHIPMINDSET. Kingship Mindset at
You
IG.
heard the man. Hit him up if you have any questions, or if you really want to work with us, go ahead and DM me at Renzo_Guevara or DM Ibrahim at the Ibrahim Ansari. I'll get you all the details how you can work with us and level up your Instagram to the next level. But other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next interview. Peace out.